Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Looking for something to do this Friday night? Come see Cody Hicks with an acoustic show live at the Keswick Tavern, 117 South Irons in Keswick. It's this Friday, January 31st from 8 to 11 p.m. Plus, there's no cover charge. You're going to hear all your favorite tunes acoustic style with Iowa's Cody Hicks this Friday from 8 to 11 at the Keswick Tavern, now under new ownership with Ike Schmidt. Johnny Rogers with the history of rock and roll is coming to the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday, February 1st from 6 to 8 p.m., featuring the music of Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, Richie Valens, The Big Bopper, Ricky Nelson, the Everly Brothers, and so much more. Tickets are $30, which you can purchase at the door or online at watchyouroperahouse.org. Come and see Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Johnny Rogers this Saturday, February 1st at the Watch Your Opera House.
Hi, I'm Brenda Pape, owner of the Unique Salon here in Oskaloosa, Iowa, and we are hiring a hairstylist. This station could be yours if you're interested in the job here at the Unique Salon. We have openings for a commission-based stylist or even a rental stylist. So if you're interested, please get back to me at the Unique Salon, 673-4969. Thank you.
Hey, welcome in. We are live at Barnwired in Sigourney. How are we all doing today? A lively bunch here at Barnwired, and yes, the metropolis known as Sigourney, Iowa, on this dreary end of January day. Hey, welcome in for the Iowa Music Showcase. As you can see, we've got half of the crew here for Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. Now on screen, I just put it as Cory Waller because I couldn't squeeze in and the Wicked Things, so I only.
It's all good.
Just Cory.
It's all right.
And the Wicked Things. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're going to get to them here momentarily. First of all, as usual, put your hands together for Miss Amanda Snakenberg. Mrs. She's going to come in. I'm going to move out of the way because we're limited on space today. Amanda, tell us about all the specials here at Barnwired in Sigourney. Take it away.
Today our lunch special is goulash with garlic bread or cornbread. Our sandwich of the week is turkey BLT wrap, and our soup is vegetable beef. Next Friday, just a heads up, is ham balls because it's first Friday of the month, so you're not going to want to miss next Friday. We have just a couple more days of our Christmas sale. Everything is 50% off to 75% off. So all that's going on. Country Grit Boutique over here is making room for lots of new things also. So her entire booth is 50% off until Saturday. So what is left? There's still good stuff, but it is going very, very quickly. So you're going to want to get in here for that. We have our Valentine's Day. I said it this time. Collab coming up for Valentine's Day. We are collaborating with James Family Greenhouse. We are doing flowers, a coffee, smoothie, whatever. You can choose your drink option, plus a thing of chocolates. You can pick it up or have it delivered. We have order forms here in store that you can come in and pay, or we have a link on our website. And then we will also be doing Valentine's Day dinner. So that's what I got.
Yummy, yummy. All right, Amanda. Great job, Amanda. It's always Amanda's favorite part of her week is to be able to talk on camera in front of people. Hey. She loves it, she said. All right, we got a full house here at Barnwired, but you can still get in here a little bit later on for some lunch. As you heard, great lunch specials. But we do have Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. Guys, how the heck you doing?
We're doing great today.
Doing good.
Good. Let's get that microphone a little bit closer to you during the interview, at least.
Absolutely.
So Cory, and Ron Lee is here. We've got the other guys off camera. just don't have room for a 6-piece band.
That's all right.
You guys grew by a person since the last time I saw you. You sprouted another person in the band.
This is Joshua, and this is his second outing with us. So
You haven't scared him off yet.
not yet.
No comment. But
Ain't been in the band long enough.
So this is a treat. I've been hyping you guys up all week long on my morning show. I've been really happy to get you guys in. This is like a big score for the Iowa Music Showcase to have you
Good to
guys
be back.
It's been a while because now you and I and Ron Lee have done some radio stuff in the past. I don't know how many times, maybe a couple times, two or three times.
2 or 3, yeah.
Over at the radio station. So, yeah, glad to have you. You're making your debut here on Steve Shuttler Media and the Iowa Music Showcase. And this is a much cooler atmosphere than just being on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing it to
a little less
live,
rigid
yeah,
than this.
Yeah. A live audience in person and online as well on Facebook and YouTube. So, for those that don't know you guys, maybe give a little background on Cory Waller and the Wicked Things.
We hail from northwest central Iowa, if there's even such a place. And it's up around Fort Dodge, and most of us grew up kind of in a 30-mile radius of each other. I've been playing with Ron Lee for 12 years. I've known Etheridge since we were 13 years old. I met Josh last week.
You guys go way back.
I went to college with Emily's sister, and her and I played an acoustic duo together. And I've known Ferry, our drummer, since we were like 13 years old as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of a long history with a lot of people projects. So
yeah. Now, when we started to get to know each other originally, you were in a lot of the same people, but a different band. What was the name of that band?
The J. Clyde Band.
The J. Clyde Band.
Yeah.
I love that name.
I had to think about it. It's been a minute.
And there was nobody named J. Clyde.
No.
That was always the fun story.
Yeah. A guy told me that the Cory Waller Band sucked, so we named the second band Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. We showed him.
And now you've done so much better with
that. Yeah. It still sucks, but we press on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say stuff like that.
So where does the Wicked Things come from?
I don't know. I mean, look at the.
They don't look
isn't it obvious?
They don't look so wicked to me.
No, they're harmless.
Get in the van with us and you'll know.
Yeah.
After a while, you're like,
yeah,
it's wicked in here.
Yeah.
That's one way to put
It
it.
happens.
Do you guys all travel in like one big van? Okay.
Yep, van and trailer.
Cool. Cool. You're not up to like a semi yet, pulling all your stuff. And
Haven't got the bus yet. No.
no bus yet.
No.
So all right. So for you, let's take the deep dive into Cory Waller. When did you start singing and know that you wanted to do country music and for maybe like a full-time gig?
I played drums in a band from about the time I was 13 to 20.
Okay.
And then I kind of quit doing stuff for a little while and just picked up a guitar. And very seriously, like a guy told me in a bar one night that if I came in there and played, he'd pay me $300 and give me all the free beer I could drink. So that was like...
What costs more, the $300?
It probably cost him a little bit more, yeah. I probably doubled him up. But, I mean, that was seriously the thing and like how it got started. And it just kind of really found a love for it and kept going. And like I feel like we just started growing, started figuring out how to do stuff, and like we're still growing and figuring out how to do new stuff, and it's just kind of in a different place now. So.
Okay. Now, are you guys doing this as a full-time gig, or do you still have kind of your 9-to-5 job?
We're still, a lot of us are still weekend worn, but it's becoming 2 or 3 days a week, and we're starting to get out of state, and so it's becoming a lot more involved.
serious.
Yeah.
Emily, when did you join the band?
So whenever we started it, 21. Was that 21 or 20?
20, I think.
20. Since then?
The year of 2020.
Oh.
Let's start a band in a pandemic.
And what's a little bit of your background as far as music goes?
I've been singing as long as I could. I started off, in church like most kids who are raised in church do, and lived with a musical family. And then I started playing in a band called Salty View, and I was 16 with my sister, Alyssa. And then we kind of went through some extra members, and then Cory came along for a summer with us, and that's how me and him ended up getting tight. And then, took a break, pandemic hit, and we're like, all right, we're bored. Let's do something. So, yeah.
And you share a lot of the vocals now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we tag team a lot. Cory, myself, and Etheridge as well.
Okay. All right. And do you guys write, or who is the songwriters within the band?
I'd say mostly Cory and Etheridge. I mean, we all pitch in certain things, but they're the They're the warheads.
Yeah, cool. And do you play any instruments, Emily?
I play guitar.
Okay.
Just
all right.
not enough
Spatial
room.
issues.
And so you've been, and Joshua, you've been with the band.
3 weeks, 4 weeks.
3 weeks, 4 weeks.
All right.
Yeah.
Under a month.
Yeah.
His first show that he played with us, he got to sell out Woolies with the High Bank
Oh,
Boys.
nice.
So I'm like, you didn't even have to like go out there and grind. No, you've done plenty of that. I know you have.
You came in at the right time.
Absolutely. My timing's always been good.
So kind of what? All right. What's a little bit of your background?
When I was 3 years old, I went down to Texas, and my grandparents bought me a toy fiddle, and I just complained about it for 8 years until they got me a real one. When I was in college, I was in some heavy metal bands, to nobody's surprise at all. And one day after the heavy metal stuff was over, somebody asked me to be in their country band. They said, I'll pay you money. And I said, say less.
That's all it takes is some money. So what did you do in the heavy metal bands? I'm assuming you didn't play fiddle.
You would be surprised at how many heavy metal bands have a fiddle player.
Right.
But actually, no. I was a vocalist. I did the deep growling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So tell us some bands that you could sing.
Historically, I have done Cannibal Corpse, and I have done Killswitch Engage. Yeah.
Nice. That's some legit stuff.
I want to put a big emphasis on the word historically, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So
I always wondered how people that sang in those bands could maintain it over years.
pretty much the same way you do with any normal voice. It's all the same exercises, all diaphragmatic breathing.
Okay.
You just have to be very aware, and it's not unlike fiddle playing where you want to be very aware of what your body is doing at all times.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna have Joshua do some heavy metal for us right now. No. But yes, maybe Neil, at some point you can scan over and see some of the guys sitting over here in the corner that aren't on camera with us today. Because again, this is just 3 of the 6 in Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. But we've chatted long enough. Let's get to song number 1. As we always do, we're doing 3 original songs from our guest today. And what is song number 1, Cory?
The song's called Golden Buckle.
And before you get going, any stories behind this song?
Etheridge Netz, our bass player, wrote this song, and he grew up in a town called Rockwell City, Iowa, and that's the Golden Buckle on the Corn Belt. So
right.
the song's called Golden Buckle.
Cool, let's do it. Here's Cory Waller and the Wicked Things on the Iowa Music Showcase.
We grew up to tasseling, raising hell and walking beans. It ain't nothing changed round here in a long time, but they cut down your favorite tree. I remember riding around drunk in your car and looking out for our parents, staying out all night till the dawn's early light and passing out in the basement. Nowadays, our friendship is hanging on by a phone call, waiting for the time to get it right. I remember lying on our backs in the middle of Main Street, running around. Greatest freedom that we both felt. I remember staring at the stars there on the concrete in our hometown, the golden buckle on the corn belt. Wound up driving for a living, so I spend my time chained to the highway. I say more curses than I say prayers with every cigarette in the ashtray. And you got a Tahoe full of kids and an HOA behind the gates. a 5-piece sticker family, and dance mom license plates. And nowadays, our friendship is hanging on by a phone call, waiting for the time to get it right. I remember lying on our backs in the middle of Main Street, running around with the greatest freedom that we both felt. And I remember staring at the stars there on the concrete in our hometown, the golden buckle on the corn belt.
Heard that you were back in town and moved in with your parents. The kids are at their ends, got off work and I met you uptown. Your sister used to buy us beer, but now you're with me drinking here. I don't know if this means anything, but I'm sure glad you're around.
I remember lying on our backs in the middle of Main Street, running around, greatest freedom that we both felt. I remember staring at the stars there on the concrete in our hometown, golden buckle on the corn belt. In our hometown, the golden buckle on the corn belt. In our hometown, the golden buckle on the corn belt.
Yeah, that is Cory Waller and the Wicked Things here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we are live at Barn Wired in Sigourney, Iowa. We're here every Friday. Again, Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. Let's talk about some of your recordings. How much music do you have out there for people to consume online?
We have 2 albums out right now. We put them both out last year, and the first one's called The Way I'm Living, and then the second one are like more full length. It's called Redfield.
Okay, all right. Now, all right. So backtracking, I don't want to keep harping on Jay Clyde Band. I know you guys had some recordings out there for them because I played it on the radio.
Sure.
Is that stuff also out there for people to take in?
That's all still out there. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So if they like what your vocals and like Ron Lee's guitar playing,
yeah, absolutely,
they can find the Jay Clyde Band for the early stuff.
Check it out. I'm gonna be waiting for that mailbox monies.
Yes, as we always say, the .002
right.
per stream.
Yeah.
We always encourage people to download and buy the music so you guys can actually make a little bit of money.
Yeah, if you find yourself so inclined.
Yes. So some stuff out there for Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. Where do you generally record at as far as studios and stuff like that?
Our first album we did kind of by ourselves, and then we sent all the tracks down to Sonic Factory Studio in Des Moines with John Locker.
Okay.
And when we did Redfield, we actually went to Sonic Factory and did it all there, and John kind of mixed and produced the album. So.
Awesome. And then let's talk quickly about the Midwest Country Music Organization.
Yeah.
I always want to say, I still want to call it the CMA.
Yeah.
It's the CMO.
I say it wrong all the time.
Midwest CMO. I can't remember last year. It's kind of a blur, the award show. I think that's the last time I saw you guys was up at the award show. Did you guys win anything? I know you were up for some stuff.
Song of the Year.
Okay, all right. So you were. So we have some award winners here right now. The Midwest CMO. It's an organization kind of throughout the Midwest. It continues to expand its reach.
Yeah.
It's been going for, I don't know, probably the last 5 years or so, 5 or 6 years maybe.
I think that it was real heavy the last 5 or 6
Yeah,
years.
and they've
they might
really-
be going a little longer, but
Yeah.
it's really starting to grow now.
Yeah, they've made a big push into Iowa and other states, and Iowa had a nice presence
Yeah.
at the CMOs last year. I know it's kind of like a little reunion for the Iowans up there. I know I
Yeah.
saw a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a while.
I think it was just the right time for Iowa. Like,
Yeah.
there's always been a bunch of people here playing, and I think we just needed something to rally around.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that they thought it was going to take off like it did in Iowa.
Yeah.
But, like, Brad Morgan and his wife Nikki were very instrumental in all that. And, like,
Yeah.
Lee Klutz here, he's been great.
Yeah.
Danny Grouse, Monica Austin. So,
Yeah.
I kind of got drug in by the hair by Brad. And now I think I'm in further than I ever wanted to be. But no, it is great. And it's great to have people in other states. We're always trying to set up shows. I was just talking to Colin Donnelly from South Dakota.
Yeah.
Last night, we're going up there to play a show with him. Just starting to do shows all over the place with all those kinds of people. So
Very cool. Yeah, we got to get either you guys or Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys to get the entertainer of the year, though. That's the goal.
if it's going to be anybody, it's going to be them.
That's the push.
Yeah.
We want that entertainer of the year here in Iowa.
right.
Well, I know Monica Austin won
Yeah.
it, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah, it'd be cool to see one of you guys take that award home. So, but that'll be coming up in April. So,
Before you know it, yeah.
Up in Okoboji again. So,
We got to get our outfits picked out.
Yeah, we do.
matching outfits and
We did suit jackets last year.
looking all fancy. Well, let's jump into song number 2, shall we? What do you want to do up next?
This next song is called Steal a Car, and it's off of our last album called Redfield.
Okay. Does this come from personal experience where you stole a car?
Certain things you just shouldn't talk about. No, it just ended up coming about several months ago. Cory sent me like an audio file, and he's like, "Hey, I'm having trouble with like a bridge part or something. Like, can you help me figure it out?" And so I sat there and sent him back something, and he's like, "Perfect." And then we didn't think it was going to be anything super fantastic. It snowballed into something really great. But we were sitting around a round table just like that one in Redfield, Iowa, and we were all playing our guitars together, and we just kind of looked and we were like, this could be something. So
Awesome. Well, let's do it. Let's hear it. Here is Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. I think we're featuring Emily on this song on the Iowa Music Showcase.
how do we know today ain't the day you steal a car and we run away straight out of this town down 141 with your window down right into the sun, your hand in mine, it feels like hurting away, and I'll run away with you. In a day or two we'd be out west finding something new. I'll wear a dress, you'll be a mess, and I'd give myself to you, and I'll run away with you. So what if we stayed? Would it be bad? 2 little kids, same job as your dad, hometown bars, front porch views, time runs away and we might too. I'll run away with you. In a day or two we'd be out west finding something new. I'll wear a dress, you'll be a mess, and I'd give myself to you. We could run far away, leave this black dirt town to our younger days, find a place on the map that's got a lot to space, settle down, build a house, start our life anew, and I'll run away with you. If it's wedding bells, vacant motels, road weathered signs, or kids pick up lines, I'll do it all with you. Through a cold shoulder night or two, walk through fire with you. You give me all of you, your hand in mine, it feels like running away. Holding in mine feels like running away. I'll run away with you. In a day or two, we'd be out west, finding something new. I'll trust. You'll be a mess, and I'd give myself to you. We could run far away, leave this black dirt town to our younger days. Find a place on the map that's got lots of space. Settle down, build a house, start our life anew. And I'll run away with you. If you steal a car and we run away, how do we know today ain't the day?
There we go. That is Cory Waller and the Wicked Things here on our Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're live here at Barnwired in Sigourney, Iowa. Stop on in here for some lunch today. We got another song and 5 random questions coming up. I know that's your favorite, Cory, so maybe we'll grab Ronley and bring him in on this too for 5 random questions. We're going to take a quick 1-minute commercial break and be back with more with Cory Waller and the Wicked Things on our Iowa Music Showcase. Stay tuned.
Sweethearts Rosé from Tassel Ridge Winery is the perfect gift for your Valentine. This sweet rosé offers strawberry and candied fruit aromas and juicy, ripe fruit flavors, and it's packaged in a 500 milliliter heart-shaped bottle with a clear Valentine's label. Sweethearts Rosé is a unique, classy Valentine's gift that will be appreciated by anyone who likes a sweet rosé. Sweethearts Rosé is available in very limited quantities and only at Tassel Ridge Winery.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. All right, we are back live here at Barnwired for our Iowa Music Showcase. Yes, a little bit of a different camera angle here because we wanted to get the other... What is going on? Things got awkward all of a sudden. We've got the Iowa Music Showcase with Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. Now, we've been showing you the rest of the band, the other half of the band. The other guys are hanging out here off camera. I'm going to let you introduce yourself and what you do in the band.
I'm Etheridge Nets. I play bass.
I am Caleb Ferry, and I play the drums.
I'm Ronley Caney, and I tell dad jokes.
Well, Ron, actually, so to give the backstory, Ronley and Cory were the first ones that came down and did things on the radio station with me, so we kind of go back a long ways. Ronley, now you're actually a heck of a guitar player. I wanted to ask you, I know, was it last year that you have kind of a side project? Tell us about that with your award-winning band, other band.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because we haven't been very active just because we've been so busy with Cory Waller and the Wicked Things, but you're looking at the Ronley King Blues Band right here. A couple years ago, we were lucky enough to win the Iowa Blues competition and get to travel down to Memphis and compete down there. We got our butts kicked, but it was fun, you know. So, yeah, at any rate, just good solid group of people here. So
does it ever get to three versus three when the band throws down in the alley?
No, because whoever's got M on their side wins. So
there you go. All right, so bad jokes, guitar playing over here, percussion. So yeah, thank you guys, appreciate it. Thank the entire Cory Waller and the Wicked Things band for being here. As the camera just follows me wherever I go here at Barnwired. Again, a full house here at Barnwired. We're going to give you guys And if you want to throw it over to them too, we can involve the other guys here as well for 5 random questions. Cory, we will start with you. Actually, whoever has the best answer can just chime in. How about that? Question number 1. So I always put up a question of the day on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. It goes up at noon, so it's just going up now. First question is, how did you meet your spouse or significant other? Any good stories there?
Playing in a bar.
Playing in a bar. Anybody else?
Getting drunk in the bar.
Joshua, you got anything?
Facebook dating.
Facebook dating. Romley, how'd you meet your wife? Playing in a bar. And you guys have, how many kids do you guys have now? Just 2. 2? All right. All right. Question number 2. What is the perfect time to wake up without setting an alarm? What is the ideal time to just wake up naturally? Never.
Words right out of my mouth, buddy.
I mean, you got to wake up occasionally, otherwise it's just...
Do you work that day?
No, you can... No.
Okay, 5:30 a.m. excitedly.
5:30 a.m.
Yeah,
that's the perfect time.
Yeah, you go to the gym, you eat breakfast, you do everything you actually have to do.
Okay.
And you knock it out early, and then you just go back to bed.
Cory's saying no.
No, I do get up early as well.
Okay.
Yeah, the cup of coffee in the dark is my kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 3. So we got the Super Bowl coming up here, next weekend? What has to be at a good Super Bowl party? Whether it be food, friends, whatever. What has to be at a good Super Bowl party?
Beer.
These guys drink beer.
A couch for a nap.
Yeah.
And does anybody who has any rooting interest? Anybody a Chiefs fan in the band or a Eagles fan? So you Chiefs here? All right. Question number 4. Who has a good story about a dumb way that they broke their phone? Any good broken phone stories?
I got one for our drummer, Caleb Ferry. There's like a spot in our van, like right in the door. It looks like it should just, like God put it there to put a smartphone in.
Okay.
But when you close the door,
no.
it actually shuts the whole phone in the door. And that was just, it was really sad to watch that day.
He didn't like that phone anyway.
No. Yeah.
And then question 5, any video game players in the band? All right, Joshua, the heavy metal video game player. What video game is your go-to video game?
Baldur's Gate 3. It takes place in the Dungeons and Dragons universe. Nice. I'm approaching 2,000 hours on it. It's my all-time favorite game of all time.
Hell yeah, brother.
Joshua, are you a nerd?
I'm not inclined to answer that question directly.
I am a nerd. So.
I figure I'll just let it speak for itself. Yeah.
Well, so the second half of this question on my sheet of paper here says, how much time do you play each week?
I'm at least 30 hours of video game work. Yeah.
Nice.
You are dedicated. What is that, like 4 or 5 hours a day?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I would have to go. It's more like when the weekend hits. If I don't have a gig, that's when I'll do a chunk of my time.
Okay.
If I'm not rehearsing or doing anything else.
Dedicated time.
He is dedicated video game time. Do you have like your own video game channel online or anything like that?
No, I've never done any streaming or anything like that, but it is something I've been thinking about doing going into my middle age. Yeah.
Awesome. Did you guys know that he was a video game player coming into the band?
He brought a Switch with him. I know that.
play
Not
it
like
on the
40
road.
hours a week kind of thing, but.
All right, so those are your 5 random questions. That wasn't so hard. A group effort.
Took her easy on us this
tackled,
time.
yeah, all the 5 questions. All right, we got time for one more song. And before we do that actually, you guys didn't just come down here specifically for this. This is just part of your road trip for the weekend. Where are you going to be playing at this weekend?
We're playing at Raccoon Motel in Davenport tonight, and then we're playing at the Law Office in Yorkville, Illinois on Saturday night.
All right, the Raccoon Motel. That sounds like an interesting place. I've seen other people playing there before. Yeah, what's the story with that? And why is it called the Raccoon Motel?
I reckon we're going to find out tonight because I don't know.
Is this your first time there?
Yep. It's my first time there.
A raccoon, we're going to find out.
The raccoons scatter as you come in. Interesting. Do you have any other... Do you ever get to Southeast Iowa? I mean, have you guys ever played down around here, like Oski, Ottumwa area?
We were
Or
in Bondurant.
Bondurant?
No, but... What's Burlington?
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we need to make it happen.
I feel like we do, but I can't.
Yeah, we need to make that happen. So we need to get like our county fair board on board with you guys coming back to the big town of Sigourney.
Yeah, give them a holler.
We'll give them a holler. Let's do one more song here before you get out of here. What do you got for us?
We're gonna do a song. It's the leadoff song off our album Redfield called Converse Shoes.
Awesome. Here's one last time. Cory Waller and the Wicked Things on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Made a trip out of town and met a black dirt kid. Ooh, living had its charm, so that's what I did. Traded in my chucks for some bucks on the farm. Friday night at the bar, just hanging on his arm. I was the best damn thing that ever happened to you. Then I went back to living in my Converse shoes.
Big city, bright stars, shiner bikes and guitars. She tried to kick the punk rock for them red dirt bands. Probably better off without a ring on her hands. Gravel roads and crosswalks, high-rise or boondocks. I was the best damn thing that ever happened to you. Then you went back to living in your Converse shoes. Hanging in the East Village is how you spend your days. Slanging drinks in bike shops, making minimum wage. I kinda wish you'd come back, kinda hope you don't. You thought I'd chase you to the city, but you know I won't. I was the best damn thing ain't ever happened to you. Then you went back to living in your Converse shoes. Big city, bright stars, shiner bikes and guitars.
Not the farm would be heaven, but you put me through hell. Probably better off with housing wedding bells.
Gravel roads and crosswalks, high-rise or boondocks.
I was the best damn thing that ever happened to you. Then I went back to living in my Converse shoes.
I was the best damn thing that ever happened to you. Stars in your eyes and stars on your shoes.
Couldn't fit me in, so I had to choose.
Didn't want to get stuck singing the country boy blues. Gravel roads and crosswalks, high-rise or boondocks. I was the best damn thing that ever happened to you. Then you went back to living in your Converse shoes.
That is Cory Waller and the Wicked Things here on the Iowa Music Showcase. I think they lived up to the hype this week. So you guys are excellent. This is only half of the band. So, we need to do something with the full band and get you guys back here to the big town of Sigourney, Iowa sometime.
Absolutely.
So how long do you guys use, like if you're playing a gig, like your gig tonight, how long are you guys playing?
I think we're 90 minutes tonight.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
What's the longest gigs you play anymore?
We will not play 4 hours. Those days are over.
Those days are over. I don't blame you. So check them out, Cory Waller, and then that's Cory. Don't put an E in there. It's Cory without the E. Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. They got stuff out there for you guys to take in online. So again, appreciate you guys. Coming up next week, we've got Jordan Beam. Someone tell Jordan to be here on time next week. We've had Jordan on twice, and he has been late. each time. He's been like a half hour late each time. So Jordan starts at 11:30 next week, pal. If you're watching, be here. We'll tell him it starts at 10:30. So anyway. You guys are great. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. We'll have to do this again sometime in the future, and whenever your travel plans come back this way. Sure. So, guys, and thank you to you guys over here as well, hanging out patiently. So, yeah, those guys, these guys, they are Cory Waller and the Wicked Things. Get in here to Barn Wired for some lunch today. And be back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. bright and early for the sports section. We'll be right here in this area talking to our area athletes and coaches. We've got Sigourney Youth Soccer. We've got the Sigourney Boys Basketball team and Albia Girls Basketball coming in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for the sports section. So we do it live from Barn Wired in Sigourney. Did you guys have a good time today once again? Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here. Have a good weekend. We'll see you later.